It's LeGarrette Blunt here, man, 3-time Super Bowl champion. I just want to give you a shout out to the YouTube channel, Micro Mike, man.
Eddie Murray, former Detroit Lion. Make sure you watch Micro Mike on YouTube.
Calvin Johnson Jr. here, aka Megatron. Big shout out to Micro Mike and YouTube channel, man.
Keep on talking everything Detroit Lions, and I just got to remind you, man, happy wife, happy life.
What's going on, YouTube? This is your boy, Mr. Microbike, and today we're going to talk about Detroit Lions news and rumors. We have a lot of good ones for you as well. Justin Coleman was just placed on IR for our Detroit Lions. We will get into that. Matthew Stafford restructures his contract. We'll talk about possibilities why. Jamie Collins ejected from the game. We will give you an update on him. And is DAndre Swift to blame for the Lions' loss to the Chicago Bears? Before getting to the video, if you're not a subscriber, and 50% of you are not, please subscribe to my channel. It helps bring my content out. I'm going against a lot of people, and it's important to help get it out. Also hit that bell. Like, and please Hulk smash that thumbs up button. It is important to get my video out via YouTube algorithm, and it helps get me to go against everybody else, in which there is quite a bit, specifically the mainstream media. Let's go ahead and get into it. Justin Coleman was just placed on IR. Yes, that is not good for our Detroit Lions. Our nickel cornerback, our starter, the man we picked up last year to really help this defensive secondary out, was injured against the Chicago Bears, and he was placed on IR. However, again, the IR rules have changed in the last couple of years, and he can be available to come back after the Detroit Lions' early bye week. So hopefully that is the case, and I do believe that is the case. I do not think this is going to be a long, whole year out type of injury. We cannot allow that to happen for our Detroit Lions. The question now is, what do the Detroit Lions do in regarding the Justin Coleman slot? Well, we do have Dee Virgin that is on the practice squad. We can call him up to help solidify that spot, because now we have one roster spot available, and we need to use it. We also can pick up people who are on as a free agent. Here are some people that the Detroit Lions have worked out, and it's important to keep an eye on these guys because they would not be worked out unless, obviously, the coaching staff thinks something of them. And they are as follows: Jamar Taylor, Jalen Watkins, and Alexander Myers. Also, Grant Hawley took part in tryouts. Taylor appeared in 12 games for the Atlanta Falcons and Seattle Seahawks last season. Watkins played for the current Lions defensive coordinator Corey Unlin with the Philadelphia Eagles. Myers spent training camp last year with the Pittsburgh Steelers, and Haley was briefly with the New York Giants. These are individuals you want to take a look at, specifically because they could be signed, but with that said, I don't believe they are the game-changing players the Lions need to look at to replace Coleman's production for the next couple of weeks. I believe Jeff Okudah needs to be that guy. Jeff Okudah was drafted with the 3rd overall pick from our Detroit Lions, has a very high ceiling, but he did not play due to injury week 1 against the Chicago Bears. This is the injury we need to pay attention to throughout the week. Can he come in the game and help out Justin Coleman's spot? Can he get healthy? Hopefully that is the case, because none of these guys that we pick off the street are going to instantly know how to play the cornerback spot for our defensive philosophy, and is not a game-changing player that we need to help out our secondary, who is hurting on all fronts. Jeff Okudah can be that guy. Jeff Okudah has abilities to play big time in the league. We need his production. He needs to get healthy. He needs to be on the field and help out what Justin Coleman is unable to do now for the Detroit Lions defense. If we don't get him in there and we're just having a camp body, you're going to see the Lions defense take a major fall again like it did in 2019. Matthew Stafford has restructured his contract. Around $7 million cap space was freed up. Why would they do that? Why did Matthew Stafford do that? Well, Matthew Stafford has done this multiple times throughout his career with the Detroit Lions to help out the roster for the Lions football team. He does this to help get players either signed to a long-term deal or to help players get signed from free agency. This is no change in this regard. We have injuries to the defensive backfield. We need help there. So it could be for that. It could be, in which I believe more importantly, it is an extension to our wide receiver Kenny Golladay to help get this man under contract for the next 5 to 6 years. It is important we get him extended. We've seen what our wideouts look like without Kenny Golladay on the field, and the production is less. He is a difference maker. He makes defenses pay attention to him. He can get double coverage. So it's important that Kenny Golladay is extended for a long period of time for our Detroit Lions. The contract, in my opinion, is going to be a big one. I already suggested in a prior video around $94 million, 5 years, possibly $54 million guaranteed. Yes, that is a contract I think that he could potentially get there. It could be a little bit more. It could be a little bit less. But it's important to free up cap space to get him signed. So get it done, Bob Quinn. Jamie Collins was ejected from the Lions game early on against the Chicago Bears. He touched the referee with his helmet, and that sent him packing and hurt our defense week 1. Jamie Collins is not going to be suspended. He is good to go week 2 versus the Green Bay Packers, and he needs to use his brains instead of his skull and his helmet next time. We cannot make errors like this as a Detroit Lions team. We always have issues in regards to the referees, and if you make it easier for them to hurt our team, they will do it. Jamie Collins, use your brains next time. You got lucky. Our team got lucky that you're not suspended. You are going to pay a hefty fine. That is okay because that does not hurt our team. That does not hurt our fan base. It hurts you, and you should be hurt for that. With that said, he is good to go for the Green Bay Packers. DAndre Swift made a major error in the end of the game by not securing the football for the touchdown to defeat the Chicago Bears. Questions are coming around. Is that his fault? In my opinion, no, it is not his fault, the reason we lost this game. The reason we lost this football game was for many, many reasons. Not just one player. First off, our offense was not scoring touchdowns every single time that we would get into the red zone. We would do field goals. You do not win football games by getting 3 points. You're leaving 4 off the board. You need to score touchdowns when you're in that spot. No jokes about it. You need to score touchdowns. That is on the offense. That is on Darrell Bevell. When we are running the football in the fourth quarter, we need to continue to run the fourth quarter and not get away from the run game. The run game was effective with Adrian Peterson, and we got away from it. It eats clock. It wears out a defense. That hurt us as well in regards to winning the game. The defensive secondary was banged up beyond belief, losing the first, second, and third starters of our cornerback position. That did not help. Our defensive line was utterly disastrous in regards to stopping the run. We could stop nobody. Huge blame on the defensive line. Also, we could not get to the quarterback effectively enough. And giving the quarterback time in the pocket, he's going to pick you apart. Our linebacking core, yes, our linebacking core still have issues in the middle. Holes were open up. Trubisky took advantage, and that's why we hurt in the fourth quarter. And our coaching errors are here as well. Again, run the football. Do what it takes to win games. Stopping the run, running the football, and not throwing on 3rd and 1. Run the football. You have Adrian Peterson. He can do it. That is the reason why we lost this game. The Detroit Lions is not a singular player. It is 53, 55-man roster, and every player on there counts. All 22 starters on offense and defense count, not just one player. DAndre Swift is a young fellow. He is going to learn from this. He will get better. He needs to continue to learn from his mistakes and not take it so personal and do better week 2 versus the Green Bay Packers. With that said, tell me what you think. Comment. What do you think about the Matthew Stafford contract? Giving up $7 million free. Do you think DAndre Swift is to blame? What about Jamie Collins? And tell me about Coleman. Who is going to replace him? With that said, folks, adios.